Right, how's it going everyone? It's the weekend, which means it's time for another little moto vlog. Today I'm out with my future father-in-law, who's out in front. He's riding his Suzuki Intruder cruiser motorcycle, which thought would be a good segue into today's topic, which is the types of motorbike that I'm personally into, my favourite types of bike. I mentioned in the last video that I'm riding a Honda XR, which is like a supermoto style of bike, you know, off-road style. My favourite style of bike is, well, it probably classed under the cruiser category, but it's a little bit different to you know, the type that Roy's riding in front. I prefer the type that I prefer is kind of like a mix between a standard and a cruiser, you know, like the Harley Sportster. That's kind of like you know, more of an upright position. It's not that completely laid back style. Saying that though, my absolute favourite style is you know, the customised style of bike, cafe racers, bobbers. Not so much choppers. I'm not too keen on the chopper scene, but can't wait to you know, finally get my full licence, get myself a bike, and do a bit of customisation on it. I'm looking to go down the bobber route, the retro bobber route though, like going back to the roots of bobbing and the history in the 50s of you know, American dirt track racing. So you might be wondering, if I like the cruiser style, why have I got an off-road style bike? Well, I do actually like the moto style as well. I mean, coming from a dirt background with my mountain biking, all the like the motocross and the mountain biking things kind of cross over. So I've always been quite a fan of motocross. Never actually done it myself, but getting this little 125 was a good you know, a good incentive to get a bike in that kind of genre. I did look at a couple of 125 cruisers, you know, the Marauder and you know, the little Honda Rebel. This is fun, little chicane laid out for us. But I thought, you know, seeing as I've got opportunities to get a 125 before my big bike, it makes sense to get a different style of bike. And I thought the you know, the supermoto style is a little bit less wannabe in 125 engine size. You know, the whole point of a cruiser is that big bike, that big engine, laid back and just cruising along. And so it kind of loses some of that authenticness when it's got a little 125cc engine. It's like you can pick it up and put it in your pocket. And same goes with like the sports bike. I mean, I'm not really interested in sports style of bike at all. But you know, the 125 variants, they're kind of a little bit wannabe-ish. So I thought the one that the style of bike that kind of suits 125 the best is, you know, like the supermoto. Obviously you've got the 125 category in motocross, and it's still a fairly decent sized bike. A lot of them are direct crossovers from their off-road counterparts. You know, there's the Honda XR, which is you know, an off-road bike. I think you know, the XR400 and 650 they're more like the engine size that they come in. But you know, there's like the Yamaha DT, which is the direct crossover from the YZ. That maintains two-stroke as well. I mean, talking about two-stroke versus four-stroke, I also bearing that in mind, because although I like the you know, like the retro standard style, they're all two-stroke engines, and they do require that little bit extra maintenance, even though you do get a lot more power out of them. I was looking at a couple of you know, I can't remember, the Kawasaki KN, I think it is. That's a 100cc retro style standard commuter bike. But ended up going with the supermoto style, which I think suits, you know, being a 125 bike, it suits it pretty well. And this Honda XR is 4-stroke, so you've got that fuel economy and reliability as well. So even though the weather's looking like it's turning for the worse, we're off to Hope Classic Car Show today. So maybe we'll see some classic bikes in there as well, so I'll take my camera in and do a bit of filming. This is it, Super Moto crew. We're joining them going off road somewhere. If you'll accept it. Thank you. This has been a bit of rough road for today.
You notice it said £3.50 on gate?
Did it? Right, so that's Classic Car Show called off, thanks to rain. We're going to make his way back now. So the plan is, once I get that full licence after the wedding next year, I'm looking at getting a Yamaha Dragstar 650. Simply because it's quite common, quite easy to pick up, and it's that cruiser base on which I'm looking to do these little modifications, do that retro bobber conversion. Looking for the classic one, for that fatter front tyre, and make it, you know, that old school look, you know, like the Harley Davidson Sportster 48 that they recently released. That's you know, with a similar style, with the fat front tyre, that's vintage style, and strip all the mud guards or fenders off, all the big flowing, you know, big flowing mud guards off, bob the front, bob the rear fender, and stick some drag bars on it, maybe respray, and some little racing number or something on it. Got my plans set out in my head anyway, so I'm just going to wait for over a year or so until I can actually do it. But obviously I'll be documenting the whole thing on camera, so if you want to stick around for that. For now though, I'm stuck on this little 125. It's alright though, it's a lot of fun, it's just a lot of work trying to get it up to speed. It needs a few extra thousand revs in its range. Soon seems to run out of breath. So I think I'll just about finish off this second video. Stay tuned for my little new outro I'll be putting at the end of these things. So as always, thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you all later.